What's a chip protector?
Chip.
Chiropractor. Hey, it's the VGBit BitCast.
Episode 12.
It is episode 12.
I beat him.
Today, it is Game of the Year podcast.
Hey.
Yay!
Today's date is Saturday, December 16th, 2017, guys. As always, I am your host, Daniel, and joined this week in-house, as always, is TJ.
It's me.
Yay! And, of course, joining us remotely via the interwebs, paying an additional $9.95 because net neutrality is officially dead now.
Go, I jive pay.
Yeah,
I
jive. We have Michael, aka
Hello.
Skid.
How are you guys doing? Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah. This week, Curtis could not join us.
No.
It was the very last second that he had to cancel.
You had to do adult things.
Yeah, that's one of the things that comes with the territory when you have children and things of that nature.
Mm.
You are very busy. Michael can attest to that.
I am sad for him.
So, it's okay, though. We will soldier forward. We have Game of the Year discussions to do.
We do.
But we will bring up Game of the Year discussions. We'll be at the end of the news segment this week.
Which,
And there will be heated debate.
Oh, yeah. Actually, no, I think we're all going to agree.
I don't know.
And then second place, we're not going to agree on.
No.
Actually, just to be contrary, I'm going to disagree with everyone.
This is going to be hot stuff this week. And then, of course, we will move into our email segment as normal. And guess what, guys?
We have one or two.
We have email this week.
We do.
Yeah.
I am not kidding. I was so excited earlier while we were setting up. I was like, email. So we have a question of the week, and it is going to be glorious. So
It's pretty good.
it is a really
Excellent.
good one. So, that being said, guys, let's kick things off with what have you been playing and what have you been doing? Anybody want to
Michael, you go ahead.
Okay, I'll start.
I always start.
What have I been playing this week? Okay, a couple things. I don't know. You guys might have caught it on my YouTube channel. I played a game called "It's Totally Not Gambling."
Oh, yeah.
I saw that, and I was like, what?
It's a parody game, a loot box simulator. It's basically it's just opening loot boxes.
Oh, my God.
You open loot boxes and you sell what you get and hope that you have more than you started with, so you can buy better loot boxes that give you better stuff.
But it's totally not gambling.
Totally not gambling.
Now it's called It's Totally Not Gambling, but the process name when you're running it on your PC is called It's Totally Gambling.exe.
It's totally gambling.
It was just a joke game that I played. It's 99 cents normally on Steam.
Yes.
However, right now there's a holiday sale. It's 1% off, so it's 98 cents.
The savings.
The savings.
Totally not gambling.
It's it actually ended up being a pretty funny little stream recording that I did. There's an actual game in there, but it's just a game of Snake where you play this like dolphin running around grabbing pieces of like computer parts. Yeah, and you get longer and longer.
It was weird. Wasn't it spelling stuff?
It was also spelling stuff. Like the first thing that you spelled was pride, and then the next thing you spelled was accomplishment. I didn't make it past that because I was like, okay, this game is just getting repetitive. I'm gonna stop playing it. It was
It looked like a fun game for like half hour. Just to
just a game. It's $1 game
Yeah.
to play for a half hour, but so I played that. I played a little bit of Getting Over It, but I just gave up on that. I'm so sick of that freaking game.
That's the exact reason why I want to play that game.
I know. I'm gonna have to play more of it, but I just right now I just can't. I can't. Every time I play that game and I fall, I go, I can't, and I stop my stream.
It cracks me up.
I've been playing Escape from Tarkov. I tried that out. It's in beta right now.
I saw your tweet about that, and TJ and I had talked about that a while back.
Yeah, when it first came out, I saw Frankie on PC play, and I was like, oh, that looks like an awesome game. But
Yeah.
the packs to get started, like, I am a person who will spend too much money on a game I've never played to have all the cool shit.
Yes.
I'm the problem.
You are the whale.
Yeah. So, like, I looked at the game, I was like, oh, these are all too expensive for an early access game. And I just played PUBG, and I'm kind of burned on early access games. So I was like, no, I'm not going to play it. But, Michael, you played it, so tell us about it.
I did play it. Let me tell you just a little bit about it. Okay, so Escape from Tarkov. I've been following it for a while, not really looking into it, but kind of just knowing that it's there. It ended up being not like PUBG and more like Rust and Daisy.
Ooh.
Which is lame.
So, the game starts. You have a stash. It's called a stash, and it's got a bunch of items in there for you, like pistols and a rifle and some backpacks and stuff like that. And you can equip them to your character, and you equip them all of them to your character, and you can go into Tarkov with this character, with all the stuff that you equip. You run around. You can kill other people. You can steal their stuff. And then if you wander around enough, you can find a single extraction point on the map. There's a spot on the map that is an extraction point. You go there, and it starts saying extraction in 10, 9, 8, and if you make it, you escape. And anything you've looted in your time in Tarkov, you keep, and you can move it into your stash or sell it and all that stuff. Here's where it gets interesting. You can also lose your stuff, obviously. If you die and someone loots you, your stuff is gone. The stuff that you took with you from your stash, it's gone. Which you think is like, okay, that sucks, but at the same time, you could also, get your stuff and get to the extraction point and whatever. The problem with the game is that there are set spawn points and one set extraction point per map.
Oh, no.
There are spawn campers that get used to the locations where people spawn, and there are extraction point campers. So this one time, one of the first few times that I was playing before I had any negative thoughts on the game, I saw this guy walk up to this fence, and he stopped and he stood still, and I was like, oh shit, he's standing still, he must have found something. And I took out my gun and I went pat pat pat, killed him. I was like, yeah, and I ran over there to his body and I started looting him, and I noticed while I started looting him, the extraction thing comes up and goes extracting in 10, 9. I was like, oh shit, he was waiting to extract, he was about to leave with all this junk. And I sat there and I killed him. And I was like, wow, that feels like an exploit. If this is an extraction point, I could just sit here and wait.
Mm-hmm.
So I extracted, and then it wasn't long after that I started logging in, and I would get killed instantly. Or if I wandered around, I would go to the extraction point and get killed by campers. And it started happening over and over and over and over. And it got frustrating. It got not fun. It felt more like work to try and hope that there was nobody there, or to search the surrounding area to make sure there was no one there. It's ridiculous. That it was a huge error in the game. You can there's an option in the game to insure your items. You spend in-game money, rubles, to insure your items. But here's the problem: if they're stolen off of your body by someone, they're gone. You die, you get an instant message down at the bottom from the person that you insured from, saying, all right, my guys are going to go get your stuff. And then a day later, they'll send you another message saying, sorry, my guys combed the entire area, we couldn't find your stuff, thanks for the payment though.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's shitty.
Oh, man.
So
So do you think the game could be helped or fixed with more extraction points and randomized locations for spawn and extraction?
I do. If they make more extraction points, if they make the map bigger, right now there's different maps, but they're like all fairly like medium size is what I would say. Like not PUBG size, like maybe a quarter of, not a quarter, like I guess maybe half of PUBG size.
Okay.
The maps are medium size, and if they made the maps bigger and added multiple extraction points and more randomness to the spawn locations, I think the game could be fixed. The gunplay feels great.
That's positive.
The optimization is fantastic. It runs on my computers. Like, remember I was complaining constantly about PUBG, how it runs crappily on my PC.
Right.
I don't know why, but this game, I can run at full graphics and it runs 60 FPS, like smoothly, constantly. And the optimization on it is great. And the gunplay feels good, and the sound design is well done, and it feels like a fun game. It's just that those things that I mentioned are holding it back immensely.
Well, that's kind of sad to hear.
Yeah, I was really excited about that game.
You were.
Yeah, that's Escape from Tarkov. It's pretty bad. Now, the only saving grace right now with Tarkov is the fact that you can play. So I mentioned that you move all your stuff from your stash to your character. You can go in as your character and blah blah blah. The only thing right now that will make me go and play it, and even then you can still get spawn camped and extraction point camped, is you can select your character, or you can select a secondary character called a scav, which sends you in as a random character with a random set of gear. And then anything you loot and steal or whatever, and if you make it out of the extraction point, you keep and move to your stash as the scav character.
Huh.
It gives you a chance, like if you were, for some reason, let's say you had all your stuff stolen from you, you lost every single little thing, you can go in as a scav character and do that. However, if you go in as a scav character and you die or you extract, doesn't matter, there's a 30-minute wait time before you can go in as another scav.
Oh. So it wants to force you, if you're going to play as your guy.
Yes, basically. It has a lot of potential, but like I said, the biggest issue is the campers, and that's just no good. It was like I said to a couple friends of mine, it was fun for the first 10, 12 games that I played. I was like, okay, I'm having fun with this. This is great. I love the gameplay. It runs really smooth. But after I started getting camped over and over and over and over and over, I was like, wow, this is so predictable. What's going to happen now? I could do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I could do the same thing. If I were to spawn and get away from the spawn camp, and I get some weapons or something, I go to the extraction point, I can just sit there and wait for someone. And I could do the same thing and go, pack, 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 steal the stuff. Wait.
Camp the campers,
Pack,
maybe?
pack, pack, yeah, exactly. So it's just but where would the fun be in that?
Yeah.
It
needs some help.
It needs some help. So sorry to go off on a tangent there with that.
Oh, it's all right. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. We talk about games.
That's what we do. But yeah, that's Escape from Tarkov. I've been playing that, and I'm not going to be playing that for a while. At least until they maybe fix some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. Hold on, I actually have to open up my Steam and look and see what I've been playing. But Tarkov it ended up being kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
Sadly.
By the way, the game of the week that TJ is playing for our podcast is Star Fox 64.
The best game.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
All rage mode, activate.
Do a barrel roll.
This was so exciting.
Ow.
I remember the day that you got this game, Michael, because it came with the Rumble Pack.
Yeah, it did.
I remember we rode back and you were like, I gotta play this right now.
It came with the like before I got that game. Before I got it, now this is going to be going off on another tangent, not related to the games I've been playing of the week. Sorry.
Oh, he's down.
Do you guys remember? Well, I don't know. Do you remember, Daniel? I received a VHS in the mail, and I think it was from like GameStop or like some game thing.
Yeah.
And it was a cheesy, like, movie of this guy wearing a Nintendo shirt, and he gets kidnapped by two other guys wearing Sega and Sony or a PlayStation shirt, and they held him hostage, and he was like, oh yeah, well you guys don't know about Star Fox 64 coming out to the Nintendo 64. And they're like, what do you mean by that? Holy crap, this looks so good. I wish I was Nintendo or something.
I remember.
It was so funny, and he was like, and that's not all. It comes with the Rumble Pack, and it was hilariously cheesy. It's on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. I've actually found it on YouTube and rewatched it just to see what.
Oh man!
Just to see it, but yeah, I remember getting that game and it was awesome.
I lost Falco.
You lost Falco.
He died.
It's okay. We'll be back.
Anyway, other games of the week I've been playing. PUBG.
Yeah.
Still. And League of Legends.
Woo.
League of Legends? You've been playing League of Legends?
I play League of Legends with a group of friends.
Oh, okay.
That's the only time I play it. I don't play it any other time. And believe it or not, League of Legends is less toxic than Overwatch.
I do not doubt that.
Not surprised.
I'm pretty sure all the League players came over to Overwatch and are just...
Oh, I'm sure.
They're just shitting in the pool right now, and it's turning into a cesspit.
It was... Ugh.
The few times that I've played, the couple times that I played League of Legends, sometimes I'll play it, at nighttime with my group of friends, and I actually enjoy the heck out of it, like playing it. But man, every single time I play Overwatch, every time I end up getting salty as and it sucks because everybody else is it's toxic. But I can't think of any other games I've been playing. If I remember, I'll mention it. But I can't think of anything else that I've played this week.
Okay.
At the moment, other than the few things that I mentioned. So I guess that's it for me for now.
Okay.
I have been playing Breath of the Wild.
Yep. I was gonna ask. I was like, "What's the status of the Breath of the Wild?" Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. You got Bette Midler.
Oh God. Oh man. Let's see. I have just made it to. I beat the bird, and I'm in the Gerudo Valley now.
Oh, okay.
So I just got into the camel, and having a lot of fun. It's such a good game. God, it's so much fun. Like everything I do. Like
you're gonna die.
That's fine.
Spoilers, everybody.
No, I'm not. Well,
spoilers. TJ's gonna die because
no. I mean, spoilers. There's a bird and there's a camel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that game was out for such a long time ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're watching this, you should expect some kind of spoilers.
You're going to get all kinds of spoilers if you're watching this right now for like Breath of the Wild coming up like really soon. So
or any other game, Mario Odyssey, stuff like that.
I had like I was at work and I didn't have anything to do, so I just kind of like sat around and played for 3 hours. I didn't do anything. I just wandered around. Like I was just like, I wonder what's back here, and I just kind of like wandered through the mountains, and just not doing anything, just exploring, and it's so much fun.
There's so much to do.
And like the dragons were a nice touch. It's like nobody mentions there's dragons. And you're just like walking around. I'm walking across a wooden bridge, and I look down at this big ass fire dragon just cruising underneath. I was like, what the? It was super cool. And
that first reaction is always super cool whenever you see one of those things flying.
Oh,
like holy crap!
Yeah, like, the first one I saw was way off in the distance. Like I was up near Death Mountain. I was walking around the back, and I just see him like way off in the fog. I was like, that's a dragon. Like that's super cool.
First one I saw was the one at Lake Hylia. I was running across the bridge at Lake Hylia, and then the fucking dragon like starts coming out of the water and shit, and I'm like, wait, what is this? I was like, holy shit! And then of course it ran off, and I continued on. But the next time it turns around, I was like, I'd staked out the freaking bridge. I was like, waited. I was like, I want to see this dragon again.
Yeah.
Like, I need to see if I can kill this dragon. And then it didn't show up again. So.
He's trying to kill him, and I'm taking pictures of him. Ow! I thought I could pick that up. Like, I'm taking pictures of everything. Like, if I see, like, as soon as I go into a new area and I start seeing monsters, I'm like sneaking up. I put on my Sheikah suit, and I just start going in, stealth pictures. It's a good time. I really enjoy the game a lot. Also, PUBG, Overwatch, and GTA Online.
GTA Online.
Yeah.
More and more, they release more and more stuff.
I have GTA.
But I want to say, me and Michael played. Hold on.
Don't die.
Me and Michael played PUBG last night on the test server.
Yes.
Damn good game.
Yeah. It's gotten
so much
better. The
It-
test server has. Yeah.
Like it feels like a real game now.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah, like I mean it's still got its problems, you know, lag is still an issue and optimization's not perfect, but everything looks so much better. Like it looks really clean. The user interface looks way better.
I had heard they updated the user interface.
Yeah, it looks like as soon as you boot up the game, you're like, oh, okay, this looks like a real game. I don't feel like I'm playing some shitty early access game that'll never come out of early access.
They don't have it where there's a web page in the background now
Yeah,
for when it loads up.
I mean, it's a really nice rendered like section of the map. There's a car in the background. The grass looks really nice.
Wow.
It looks really, really good.
It does. They've improved a lot on it.
Yeah,
the only problem it still has is that freaking tick rate.
Yeah.
In the game, you know, it still has that issue where, you know, if you both pop out at the same time, one person's going to have a little bit higher tick rate than the other, and they're going to be like, pack, and the other person will be behind the wall dead on their screen. You know.
That's still like I've been playing. Oh, I've been playing World War II also, Call of Duty World War II. And
yes,
that's still an issue in that game too, and that's always been an issue. Like, no matter what you do, Peeker's advantage is always going to be a thing, and it sucks, and I hate it. But like
not as bad as in PUBG. Though.
It's pretty damn bad. It's really bad. Like a lot of places, like when I'm attacking someone or going into attack. Jeez, all these rocks.
It's a meteor.
It's meaty.
Meaty meteors.
But like I'll go in and I'll be walking and I'll walk to where there's a wall in front of me.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of like sidestep out, sidestep back in, and just keep walking like this because you come out and you basically stepping out will give you the advantage over someone unless they're doing the same thing. Oh. But yeah, World War II still really fun. Still, it's Call of Duty. I know last time I said that you get game-changing stuff out of the loot boxes. You don't. It's all cosmetic stuff.
TJ's game of the year is Call of Duty.
It's gonna be. It's not, but it's pretty good. Get out from behind me! I can't shoot you back there.
Oh, that's funny. You're sucking really hard.
I suck. I'd never admitted to being good at Star Fox. I'm mediocre at best. I say that and then just murder everyone on screen real quick. Just a casual blah, blah, blah.
Filthy casual.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm super impressed with PUBG. I think it looks really good. They changed the vehicle mechanic or vehicle physics. The vehicles are fun to drive. They sound cool. The guns look better. Everything about that game is now better.
So now they've actually invested some of that money into getting it fixed.
Well, I think they've just been rebuilding the whole game. Like they've had PUBG early access out, and they've been working on PUBG full release as a totally. If I didn't know any better, I think they completely rebuilt the engine. Because like everything is just sad.
Well, that's an interesting thing.
Let's just say
go.
that it has potential.
They all got us like I'm gonna disconnect real quick. Hold on.
For Michael, who did not get an opportunity to see that, TJ was shooting some bad guys on the screen, and then all of a sudden he got shot, and then went red, and then it cut out 100% to a blue screen on the TV, and then came back up. So it's like, up, you're dead. Now the game is fried. It's dead too. That was
That's
beautiful.
awesome.
So maybe PUBG won't suck anymore.
Yeah,
Maybe.
If anyone had nominated it as as game of the year, I probably wouldn't argue with him with that build. Not game of the year. First person shooter of the year. I'd give it that.
First person shooter of the year.
Yeah. As long as you're playing in a first person mode. Oh, why am I doing these?
What about you, Daniel?
You know what? I've been a terrible person. The only thing that I've really paid?
You paying to win?
I've been paying to win, baby. I've been buying those loot boxes.
Net neutrality is dead.
Yeah, I gotta pay the internet so I can access YouTube more.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing now.
Oh, make sure you guys get the podcast pack.
Yeah, you gotta buy the YouTube pack, and you will be able to watch our podcast still. So it's okay. No, I've been playing more Animal Crossing. That's kind of been just the thing. I've been playing it on my phone mainly because that's all I've had really time to play.
Yeah.
During our stint this week, from the last time I've checked in, I've gone from level 13 to level 22.
Oh man, I don't even know what level I am. I haven't been playing it as much as I did when it first came out. I did the winter event thing.
Yeah, that's
Got
what
all the items.
I haven't gotten all the items yet. That's kind of what I've been doing though. But getting a hold of those candy canes is a bitch.
Ow.
It's like they tease you with just enough candy canes to get you through a little bit, and then at the end it's like ha 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 ha. Now you got to grind out some more.
I got lucky with helping all the animals out and getting the candy canes that I needed. So I actually finally have all the items that I need. I ended up using a couple of my tickets. Some of them, because I was just like, I'm done.
I have used all my tickets. I was like, I don't care anymore. It's just like I'm not holding or keeping them. I have no desire to buy any more tickets, whatever. So anytime I'm like, hey, look, there's candy canes in the little shovel quarry, I'm like, spend some tickets. I want to get some candy canes. So.
I'm trying to see what level I am real quick.
Okay, so that's really all I've played. Oh, there was one thing that we talked about a while back that I did take advantage of. Okay, so remember, if you can recall, we were discussing the PlayStation 2 theme for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I have bought that.
Oh, nice.
And I have put it on the PlayStation 4.
Is that cool?
Oh, it is so cool.
Very cool.
Just when the PS4 boots up now, instead of it playing the PS4 music, now it plays PlayStation 2 music.
Nice.
It's got the little crystal clock in the background like it did before.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It feels very nostalgic, I guess.
Oh, it's so great. I was like,
that's so cool.
It's just the bad thing is every time I start it up, because I've been watching Critical Role on Verve through the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So every time I start up the PlayStation 4, well, it launches Verve automatically because that's where I last shut it off. I never go back to the home screen.
Yeah.
So I've been missing the loading sound a whole lot. So it's like, what am I doing? That's sad.
I am level 23.
Oh, so you're right there with me.
And I just logged in, and they gave me a big bros cap.
Yep, that is part of the with the new little promotion that they're going on to celebrate Mario Run being 1 year old now.
Neat.
So
Well,
now
a bro cap?
It's still Christmas.
Big
Yeah,
bro
it's
cap.
It's
Mario's hat.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just going to keep my Santa outfit on.
I was thinking
Christmas.
A fitted flex or flat bill. Bro cap.
Bro hat.
Bro
No.
cap.
See, I am still the shill for Animal Crossing, wearing the was it OK Motors or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
costume. I've left my character in that, and it's like I've paid all those Nintendo coins for this, so this is what it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm just wearing the Christmas stuff because it's December, so there's that.
I'm wearing whatever you start in. Because I started the game and I have not.
You haven't done anything.
I did nothing.
Outside of that is just been stuff that I've been playing for the channel. Last week, TJ and I played Multi Racing Championship.
Oh yeah.
For an 8-bit challenge.
Super good.
We played
Ready to Rumble Boxing.
Ready to Rumble Boxing for an 8-bit challenge.
Super good also.
And Star Wars Pod Racer.
Yeah. Actually, technically it's Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
Yeah, Pod Racing. Whatever. I don't care. It's Pod Racing.
He lost. Salty as hell.
Don't ruin it. Hey,
I'm
maybe
sorry.
I didn't lose.
Sorry, he didn't lose.
Now I'm gonna have to shit can the episode.
Yep,
Sorry,
throw it
you
away.
blame
It's
TJ for
garbage
that.
now. It's gonna be like a month before it comes out. Nobody's gonna remember.
It's a good episode.
It is a good episode,
is. It really is. So we've been playing Nintendo 64 games right now for the 8-bit challenge. That will continue as TJ is expecting a shit ton.
Well, 6.
Still.
Yeah, I'm super excited. A bunch of them, like, just that, I Googled, I was like, old games. It's like here. And I'm like, click, 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 click. Send
Let me
those to
just
me.
buy all this. So we will be having some more. We will be continuing our 8-bit challenges in Nintendo 64. Today came Stunt Race FX came out.
Mm.
That was a
Is it Stunt Race or Stunt Racer?
Stunt Race FX.
There's no stunts in that game.
There's no stunts in the game.
I think the only stunt was your car exploding and then reassembling on the go.
Yeah. Go watch that episode.
All in slow motion.
If you haven't watched that episode, go watch that episode and enjoy its all 10 frame per second glory.
It's good.
But it is good. It comes down to the wire.
Yeah.
And then it ends unceremoniously.
It's just like, good God, it's gonna. Oh, okay. It's all right.
Okay. There we go.
Whatever.
That's a very nostalgic game for me. I played that a lot.
I love the fact that you could actually, in one of the challenges, play as the 18-wheeler.
Oh yeah, that's super cool. I like the 18-wheeler.
Yeah, see, that
was my favorite part in the
I
game.
was so stoked about that. I was like, you get to play as the 18-wheeler? It's like, I just
Yeah.
want to race the 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're going to do these things with the 18-wheeler.
Yeah, you can only do like one specific. Was it battle or something?
It was, what was it? It was it's not a time trial, but it was a trial for driving skill
Oh yeah.
for the 18-wheeler. You had to like drive around some stuff or something. Nonetheless, it was super cool.
Yeah.
It's the
Every
same way
ti-
with a motorcycle.
When I was a kid, I would always just, I wouldn't care what the mission or challenge was. I would always for those driving games or those 3D kind of games, I would just go off and just do other shit that wasn't even I'd just drive around in a circle or turn around and go the opposite way or try to get off the map somehow. That's what I would always try to do when I was a kid.
Let me check out
Which-
this other stuff.
Which brings me to Star Race FX was great, but Daniel, I think you played this with me. Do you remember Dirt Tracks FX?
Yes.
Ooh.
That's another one that I was like, I remember we would just get off the course and go drive around and be
Yeah.
stupid.
It's like,
That was another fun one.
It's like, I'm just going to go do my own thing. Whatever.
Yep.
Who needs
Exactly.
the game?
I loved that kind of stuff when I was a kid.
I like how
I'm done.
TJ just suddenly... No, I'm sorry. I just got slightly distracted. Both Peppy and Falco at the same time were like, take care of the guy behind me. And TJ's got like a decision to make to help one or the other. They're both in trouble at the same time. It's like,
I just kept drawing straight down the middle.
yeah,
I was
it's like,
I
fuck
can't.
you both. Y'all are going down. It's ridiculous. So, that's what I've been playing. Just on the slight edge of what I've been doing, just because this just makes me seem absolutely stupid, and I want to talk about it. So today I went to get a haircut right quick, and then I went and picked up some lovely homemade curtain rods that we built
Yeah.
for these new curtains that you can see behind
It
us.
says we. I didn't really help that much.
You helped some.
Some.
So I went to get a haircut first, though. Went to the place that I get my haircut at, and there's a chiropractor there in the same little strip mall type thing. So as I was driving by, I look up at the sign, and I stop and I go, "What's a chip protector?"
Chip.
Chiropractor. They were using the O as a logo.
Oh man.
In all my infinite wisdom and glory, I was like, "What's that? What's a chip protector?" Oh wait, no, that's chiropractic. Oh shit.
That's funny.
It's like, all right, I give up. I'm done for the day. Like, I'm just gonna have to focus on something else.
Chip protector.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Oh, a chip protector. I need one of those.
Yeah, let me get I need my chips. Get a little bag.
It's armor for bag of Doritos.
+2 to defense.
Like one of those little cases for like the tip of your toothbrush that you take
Yeah.
on travel.
I was
or
gonna
whatever,
say,
but it's
for like
but it's
individual
like a little,
chip.
It's a little triangle case that you put a Dorito inside. That'll keep it safe. Just in case you're like, you're in the plane and you're like, you look at your neighbor sitting over in the seat next to you and you're like, yeah. And you open it up.
No crumblies here.
Oh my God, we're stupid.
Yes.
What kind of chip is that? Fiery habanero.
Carolina Reaper.
You only have one? Yes.
Oh gosh.
Cool.
So that's been my week, and that's been what's going on. So outside of that, it's business as usual. So
Cool.
Okay.
given that, guys,
Yep.
let's move on to the news.
Oh boy, what an exciting week of news.
What an exciting
any
week
news.
of news that we have not had an opportunity to gather all the news this week.
Well,
So
I looked through and there wasn't really anything like there's small announcements for stuff.
Michael has you covered.
Michael is here.
Michael has all the news this week, so we're going to let him start while I do a quick search through to see if there's anything that has been interesting that I want to talk about.
I'm going to use the fact that I'm playing Star Fox to not have to.
We will exempt you from the news. So go
All
ahead,
right.
Michael. Let's talk about the news this week. What do you got?
Well, let's see. To start off with, I'm sure everybody knows a couple of days ago, a very popular Twitch streamer known as Dr. Disrespect
Mhm.
has come out saying that he cheated on his wife.
What a douche.
One, piece of shit as he is. Two, he just won Trending Gamer of the Year, too.
Yeah.
He won most popular streamer of the year.
It just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's like,
It sucks. 'Cause
rescind it and give it to
Here-
somebody else now.
Here's the thing. I loved watching Dr. Disrespect for a while there. Like he was one of the streamers that I actually watched.
Yeah.
I liked his entertaining, persona that he, his character that he would role play as, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I've lost so much respect for Dr. Disrespect after that moment. I don't think I can watch him ever again, knowing what he did. Even if his wife comes back and forgives him, and he's able to stay with his family, his daughter, because he has a daughter too, and she's shown up in a couple of his Twitch streams. Even if they come back and forgive him and stuff, I don't know if it's something that I can go back and watch, knowing what he did, because that's just something I have a wife and 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I cannot even fathom doing something like that.
It's disgusting. It really is.
It is.
It is so it's so aggravating in situations like that.
I know he came out himself and admitted to it or whatever, but nobody knows the reason. It could have been that he wanted to,
head something
be
off
first
at the
to say
pass
it before it came out. Yeah, he may have wanted to come out with it before he got exposed for it, or maybe he just genuinely felt bad and wanted to come out about it, or maybe his wife made him do it, or who knows. I don't care. That's just something I don't think I can forgive.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's the first bit of news. I'm not going to get too deep into that, just that's something that happened a couple days ago.
Yep.
Let's see. News related. Okay. So there was this very popular game a couple of years ago, RPG Maker game called To the Moon.
The moon.
God knows why it was popular. I hated it. I hated that game.
Oh, go help me.
Everybody freaking loved that game. It was being let's played so much, and I watched a playthrough of it, and I tried to playing it myself, and I was just like, this is boring, and it's. I'm sorry, I'm like going against the grain here. It's just I didn't like it. I hated it. Anyway, they have a follow up called Finding Paradise out now, and I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I mean, it's another RPG Maker game.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be story rich. Maybe it's better. Who knows? I don't know. I don't even know if it's in the same universe. I just know that they had a follow up. So, Winter Wonderland is out for Overwatch right now.
Oh yeah.
Winter Wonderland event is going on, so you can get new skins. You can get Hanzo's.
Let me tell you about Hanzo's bullshit ass skin.
Okay, I was scrolling through and I had noticed a few articles like, "What the hell's up with Hanzo's skin?" So please inform me. I did not stop. And
he looks like a 50-year-old millennial wannabe douchebag.
What?
Okay, so he's got the haircut that a millennial will have. I'm not gonna say millennial, but it's very popular right now.
The shaved
head with the long top.
Yeah.
But the side of his hair is all gray. Like, he's still got some hair here. It's all gray, and it goes into his beard, which is all gray. It makes him look old as shit.
This part right here is black.
Yeah, super black.
But from here down is gray on the skin right now. But Overwatch is updating it to make it all black.
I was going to say, someone ran out of Just for Men.
Here's the thing, though. It gets worse. Because right now his pants are baggy as shit. They got this big, stupid dragon on the back, looking like something that you bought at Hot Topic 15 years ago.
On his butt.
Yeah, on his butt.
Instead of juicy, it's a dragon.
And it goes into the tapered leg, tucked into his shoes, like high top shoes. They're supposed to be boots, I assume. This whole costume is a mess. It's just a mess.
Hold on. All right.
It's not that.
No, it's the worst thing since Ebola.
It's the worst thing since Ebola.
Here's the backstory on the outfit. The outfit, briefly, like the upper half, like this half from here up. No, I see Daniel's reaction to the outfit right now.
I'm looking at the dragon on the ass, and I'm just like,
here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing. From here, from the chest up, in a comic, an Overwatch comic from last year, Hanzo was wearing this cool looking, like coat.
Yeah.
And he had, the hairstyle and everything. And a ton of people commented on the Overwatch forums and stuff saying, "We need this outfit for Hanzo. We need this outfit for Hanzo. We need this outfit for Hanzo." And they released it this year as an outfit. But they did some things with it that were unsatisfactory. How about that?
Yeah, they just shit all over it. Like I get, Hanzo is fine. Hanzo, I don't like Hanzo players. I played Hanzo and it feels like it's easy to get kills.
And his ultimate charge is way too fast.
I felt the house shake. I was like, the hell?
His ultimate charge is way too fast.
There is a loud rumbling going on right now.
Do we need to go to a break?
You're shaking the house.
If we don't come back, we're all dead. We're going to take a short break and be right back, guys. 1 second. And we're back.
Welcome back.
Turns out it was just my wife.
Watching TV.
Yep, that's a hell of a subwoofer.
She's apparently going deaf.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't watch this. But anyways, yeah, Hanzo's completely screwed. Just terrible. They're fixing it, but you can't. Change the pants. Give him some pants that fit with the jacket. It looks so dumb. It's
you guys, like all of you guys watching this podcast, should have heard TJ. Like when I was playing PUBG with him, he was so pissed.
Well, we were playing Overwatch.
Or we were playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were playing Overwatch. Sorry, we had launched Overwatch. We were about to start playing Overwatch, and he was so pissed. He was
like,
going
I don't even play
Hanzo.
Hanzo, and it looks so stupid. And then
anyway,
Roadhog's mask looks stupid.
His outfit isn't great. Roadhog's costume is weird. Soldier's outfit was okay, except for the helmet. Anna's cool. Anna has a really cool
Anna's
costume.
really nice. She's like an owl.
Bastion is weird. Bastion
dumb.
has a really
It's dumb. Let's just be honest. They have fucked this winter update up. There were two people that did okay at their job, and it was whoever did Sombra and whoever did Anna, and that was it.
Hold on.
Everybody else take
and whoever did Junkrat.
Yeah, Junkrat was good, and also whoever made Orius's new emote.
Yeah. Okay, so Junkrat, as you know, it's winter here in America. but in Australia it's summer.
Yes.
So Junkrat is dressed up in a beach gear. So they released Junkrat with like some shorts and like some suntan lotion on his nose and stuff like that.
So I'm guessing he's Australian.
He is Australian.
Yeah, he's Australian.
Here's the thing though. Roadhog is a New Zealander. He's a Kiwi, which is next door to Australia, which is also summer there.
Yes.
But he got an ice fisherman thing.
Someone forget
but his mask is like a walrus. It looks weird.
It looks dumb.
It's so odd.
I was telling Michael they'd split the jobs between two people. One guy did the bodies, that's designed the costumes for the people, and they did okay. And then another guy designed all the heads, and he wasn't good at his job. It was just straight out of design school. I don't know what the hell was going on, but he was doing bad.
It's like, we need some winter updates. Come on, come here, intern. Let's go.
That's what it feels like. All the bodies of the characters look great,
except for Hanzo.
But the helmets, well, it's all the heads of the characters are kind of like, a little bit like, what happened? So this winter event is a little strange with skins. Like she said, Orisa got a really cool emote where she like gets a dog and she pets it. It's really cute. Reinhardt got a really cool intro where he like holds up his shield and a couple of tiny snowballs go pat 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 and you hit it. And then he pulls out from behind him this giant fucking snowball and gets ready to throw it.
Yeah.
They also released a new, a little like unique game mode this year called Yeti Hunter.
It's not great.
And it's awful. It's absolutely awful.
It's
It's five Mays against one Winston.
Yeah. Is this what you were talking about, the May thing a while back? We were just discussing about May's mode or something.
Oh, that was her snowball mode.
Okay.
Yeah,
they do have snowball mode still, but this mode is five Mays versus one Winston, and the Winston is overpowered as fuck, and he has to go around the map grabbing pieces of meat, and if he grabs three or four or something like that, if he grabs four of them, which he can sit there and use his little jumpy move. He can go boosh and like jump across the map.
Yeah.
And Mays are sitting there like running slowly across the map trying to catch up to him.
Your only hope is to defend one piece of meat.
Yeah.
To which he's going to get 4 anyways. He's going to jump in. He's going to murder 4 of you. He's going to get the meat, then murder the rest of you, and then it's over.
Yeah. When he grabs 4 pieces of meat, he goes ham on you, basically. He goes into his...
He goes ape on
you. It was right there, and I didn't take it. Yeah. He goes ape. Yeah, there you go. He goes ape shit on you, and not literally. That'd be gross. He is so overpowered he can 2-shot any May and kill them.
Yeah.
And all the Mays have to run for an amount of time, but there's 5 lives that the Mays share between each other. So if one May dies, then it's 4.
Oh.
Then another dies, it's 3.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Then it's 2, 1, and then it's over. And the Winston is so overpowered, it's not even fun to play as May. It's not.
It's not a fun mode.
Overwatch.
It's not a fun mode.
Game of the year.
No, that was last year.
It was Game of the Year last year. But yeah. It's this event is not very good.
No.
Anyway, that's Overwatch Winter Wonderland. That went a little bit longer.
Sadness.
The Doomsday Heist is live on GTA Online.
Mm-hmm. No? Yeah, I still haven't got to it.
They have a new heist. I haven't done it yet either, but I'm excited to go for that.
I'm trying, but somebody doesn't have it on PC. There's only one person I'm looking at.
Fuck. That's true. I don't have it on PC. Why don't you have it on Xbox?
I do.
We should play on Xbox.
But I moved all my shit to PC back when you could.
Why the fuck did you do that?
Because I moved to PC. Because I went like this. I bought it on Xbox 360, and then I got an Xbox One, so I bought it on Xbox One and played there.
Yes.
And then I built a PC, and I was like, "Well, time to move everything over here."
That was your mistake.
No, because I never touched that Xbox again.
Very true.
He made a good choice because now he can play with me.
Yeah.
I have it
All
installed. By the
right,
way.
I'll get it on PC and join the fray. I got to start all over again.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that
But
sucks.
It does suck. We'll help you. It's not hard. We can't give you money
It's
or anything.
super fun.
As long as I get my Dominator again, that's blue.
That's easy. You can just steal that.
I know, but
Yeah.
And making money so much easier because now you can do heists with this, and boom, one heist, and you'll have a couple 100,000. You
I
can buy a garage.
I won't have an apartment anymore. The super expensive one.
It's cheap now.
No,
I mean, it's still the same price. if you're gonna get, it's still on sale, isn't it? Or is that sale over?
it's
I have no idea.
Oh, well, it was on sale for like $30.
yeah,
It probably still is.
it's still expensive.
It's pretty. It's ridiculous that game is still full price. It's like what, 5 years old now?
Yes.
It is an old game, and it's still It's still
Shame on Rockstar.
Well, Red Dead 2 next June.
Full of
Yeah.
loot boxes.
Speaking of,
Yep.
right now, Red Dead Redemption 2, there is a treasure hunt for it in GTA Online.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a treasure hunt for a double action revolver in GTA Online.
Neat.
It's very cool.
It is pretty cool. Apparently, they said that you got to keep an eye on your iFruit thing for a game email
iFruit app.
containing the first clue. Yeah, iFruit app for containing an email for the first clue, and then you can follow the trail to the double action revolver in GTA Online. Da da da!
I'll just wait till its
so-
location is posted online.
There, there you go.
Someone will post it online. Like, here's the coordinates, here's the picture of it, here's a landmark, and I'll be like, cool. I'm
It
going there.
might be random.
So what's this about loot boxes in Red Dead?
Oh, Take-Two is super supportive of loot
Are
boxes.
you serious? They're
Yes.
actually going to have loot boxes in Red Dead?
Take-Two is like, yeah, I don't see the problem. I mean, the CEO was, I don't remember what he said. I read it a couple weeks ago. He was like, yeah, loot boxes are fine. They're not gambling. I don't know what the fuck y'all are bitching about. He's like, they're gonna be in our game.
So
Deal
he's-
with it.
Oh my god, no!
So
I'm so looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm looking forward to that.
they're
Don't
going to be loot saddlebags?
I didn't,
Loot
I didn't
bags.
know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Awful.
Take-Two is all about it. They just haven't found a way to implement it yet.
we'll have to wait and see how it pans out. Because Red Dead was probably one of my most
Absolutely.
favorite
Yeah.
games ever.
Mine
good.
too.
The treasure
I loved
hunting
it.
in that game was so cool.
I just loved all the
Everything
stuff you
in that
could do.
game was so
Yeah.
cool.
Tie a guy up, put him on the railroad.
Yeah.
That was such a good.
That's how you got the dastardly achievement. Tie a woman up, put her on the road.
Da-da-da.
Did you have to wait for her to get hit? I think you did.
Yeah.
God, that was brutal. A lot of that game was really brutal.
That game was so good. See, that's why I was so excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm still kind of excited for it.
Yeah.
I just
I'm sure they're not gonna fuck it up. Like, they've got to be watching the current shit show that's going on. And be like, maybe we could, keep the shark cards. Figure that out. How to make it bags of gold. Who gives a damn?
Well, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. Well, it'll still be a fun game.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
yeah,
I'll play it. I don't have to spend money.
yeah, exactly. There you go.
I won't give them money. You bring loot boxes,
Um,
I'm not gonna buy them, but I will play that game.
Let me think. Super Hot is currently free for Twitch Prime subscribers.
Oh yeah.
Yay,
Super
Twitch
hot.
Prime subscribers.
I was telling Michael.
Oh,
This,
by the way,
go ahead.
for those of you Amazon Prime members, Twitch Prime is already part of that. So
Yes.
Yay! Except it's Amazon Prime's under my wife, and I can't apply it to my account.
Sad face.
Sad face.
Yeah. But I was telling Michael, between Amazon Prime and or not Amazon Prime, but Twitch Prime and Humble Bundle, my game library is growing out of control right now. 'Cause it's like every week it's like Twitch is like, here's a new game, and Humble Bundle's like, how about this one? I'm like, yes, take them for free.
I will take all of you and never play you
Yeah, and
and end up with games that I don't like.
and anybody who wants to get into video editing and music editing, Humble Bundle has a really nice
I want to look at that.
yeah, look at it.
I want to look at that right quick.
So for like $20, you can get Vegas 14 Pro Edit, a bunch of Magic Music Maker, and it comes with Stranger Sounds synth board. All kinds of really cool stuff for music editing. There's a web design program.
Web Design Premium,
Yeah,
Vintage FX Suite,
Yep.
Vegas Pro Edit, and Magic's Video Sound Cleaning Lab.
There's also more in there. All the other stuff in the other tiers you also get.
Photographic Designer, Photo Story Deluxe, Music Maker Hip Hop Beat Producer,
Yeah.
Stranger Synths, it's a sound pool,
Yes.
Music Maker 80s Edition, and Magic's Photo Manager Deluxe. All of this for $20.
Yeah.
Now, the Vegas Pro Edit, in it itself, is worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I mean, just recently, I paid $150 for Vegas Pro Edit, or Vegas. Well, technically, I was supposed to pay for Vegas Pro Edit 15. I paid $150. Somehow, I ended up with Vegas Pro for $150. So, not gonna argue.
Yeah.
I did not get the edit version. Somebody screwed up.
A little bit.
Oh, goodness, Mark. Anyway, so super great deal,
Yeah.
man. I mean, yeah, golly.
And two of them come with their 1 year subscription to the service. It's the web design and I think the picture something.
Photo manipulation. Yeah,
There you
the
go, that
photo
one, yeah.
designing thing, whatever.
Yeah.
That thing and the web designer are come with attached. They're 1 year subscriptions.
Yeah.
But everything else is, as far as we know,
Yeah.
is the full program.
And that's super cool. That's like
Super neat.
I love that Humble Bundle does stuff like, not just games. They have like, a while back they had that big security bundle where you got all kinds of really cool network security programs.
Yeah, they've had the security bundle. They had like this edit bundle. They have games. They have book bundles.
Yeah.
Like audio book bundles. They have like comic book things, and they're super cool. I love Humble Bundle a lot, and I agree with you. I'm the same way. Between Humble Bundle and Twitch Prime, I'm getting so many games.
A lot of them are ones
It's
I
in my
own, but
list.
I'm like, I'm gonna get that key for someone else, just in case, just to have it. So
Yeah,
they're like,
you
I
can-
don't have
you can
super
have
hot.
a
Like,
giveaway.
I do.
You can
Oh, yeah.
have a giveaway.
Yeah.
We can give away stuff
Giveaway.
from Twitch. Be like, we're giving
Coming
away
soon
super hot, and
to
everybody's like, yeah, but they're already giving that away.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody
it
else
could be
has got it.
later.
Yeah.
When someone misses it, they're like, dang, I missed that. And it's like, hey, VGBits has got you covered.
Man, Vegas Pro Edit for $20.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go get it.
Yeah,
Really.
absolutely.
Just, I mean, even if you just edit your home videos for your family or
Yeah.
something.
Because I know there's a lot of people like us that started out on YouTube and you pirated Vegas because there's
No, you
no.
don't. No, you don't.
Some people pirated because come on, it's $600. Like when I looked at it when I looked at it like way back when I wanted to start, I couldn't afford that. That was too much money.
You just use Windows Movie Editor.
I didn't know how to use that. But I have a legitimate version. So don't come after me, Sony. We're all legit. Calm down. Especially now with this Humble Bundle.
Oh, you're killing me.
I know.
Good job, TJ. Good
Thanks.
job.
Look,
job.
look, we got 16 people that watch this. We're okay.
Good job. Good job.
I doubt one of them's a Sony exec.
Good job.
Look, piracy is a real thing. We need to address it. We need to stop it. Put it down.
Yep.
Stop all the download.
Game of the year.
Yep, that's all the news I've got.
Let's just disconnect now and move on to Game of the Year,
That's
guys.
all the news I've got. Let's move on to Game of the Year.
So this week in the Game of the Year, we were supposed to have Curtis join us, but unfortunately he was not able to. However, because of the power of email, Curtis's voice can be heard.
We get a shirt that just says E and it wraps all the way around and mail.
Mail on the back. Dude, that'd be fun. Okay, so Curtis writes in, so I can't be there. So since I can't be there for the Game of the Year input, his Game of the Year is Breath of the Wild, hands down.
Hands up.
He said Nintendo hit a home run with one of their mainline games. If Breath of the Wild had not been an option, Nintendo would still walk away with Game of the Year with Mario Odyssey. So there you go. There's Curtis's 1-2. Number 1, Breath of the Wild. Number 2, Mario Odyssey. I was really wanting a couple more from him, but that's okay.
I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure his third would be Origins.
Yeah, probably.
Like
No, wait, hold on. It cut out. His third would be what?
Origins.
Assassin's Creed
Oh, or
Origins.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
He
sorry.
just finished the game, by the way.
Did he?
Yes, he had just beat the game. So he had been on it for quite a while. So there you go.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and we're going to say Assassin's Creed Origins because he was singing its praises for many weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I would say that's a good top 3 for him. I would wish he could elaborate more, but there we go. So, all right, Michael, what do you think? You've played a lot of games this year.
Oh man,
games released this year. What is going to be your game of the year?
Okay, well, I mean, this is a no-brainer, but I'm going to have to agree with Curtis on my number 1.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild is game of the year for me. It was just, how can I say it? Perfect. Perfect Zelda game. A number 2 you want from me?
Yeah, come on, bring in a number 2.
Number 2 and number 3.
Give us a number 2. Give a number 2 and number 3. We're just going to go top 3 games.
Okay, top 3. Oh my goodness.
We won't go any further than top 3.
Yeah, sounds good. So we got Breath of the Wild as my number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 would be Mario Odyssey, because Nintendo just killed it this year. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Nintendo, Zelda, and Mario?
It's true. It's very true.
So we got Zelda. Zelda's my number 1. Mario Odyssey is my number 2. I guess number 3 for games released this year. Oh, that's a tough one. For me personally, I think it was released this year. But my third in line would be Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh, that is definitely was released this year. It was released at the same time of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was. You're right. That's right. It was. So yes, Horizon Zero Dawn is my number 3 because that ended up being a fantastic new IP. It blew me away at how good it was. When I got Horizon Zero Dawn, I didn't have a Switch, and it was hard to get a Switch because they were just selling out instantly. I was sitting there watching. I remember I was watching Amazon for a release. I was like refreshing the page one time. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this thing that everybody else does, and refresh the damn page until there's a freaking Nintendo Switch available. And I would go refresh, and then one pops up and goes, boom, Nintendo Switch available. And I go, I had it all set up. I had like some macros set up. I had some macros set up. I told you I was gonna go for this. I was like, I'm gonna do this thing, and I hit the button. I go, boop, and then my macro goes, boop, 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 typed in all the information, boom, 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 boom. Switch is sold out.
Damn.
And I was like, I'm done.
You know what that means?
I'm not getting a Switch. I'm buying Horizon Zero Dawn.
Someone's code was better than yours.
Someone's was, or the internet connection was. It doesn't matter. I couldn't get a Switch for the longest time, so I was like, I guess I'm just going to hold off on Breath of the Wild, and I'm going to play Horizon Zero Dawn. So I played Horizon Zero Dawn before I did Breath of the Wild, and it was a really fantastic substitute. So I think that is my number 3.
Very cool. I should
done.
go.
You should go.
So, just echo Breath of the Wild, number 1, easy.
Ooh, do you think we're gonna have a
Who
sweep
could have guessed that?
Do you think we'll have a sweep of games of Breath of the Wild?
Listen,
Let's find out in a minute. Go ahead, TJ.
When you make a game that perfect, and it's not even just perfect, it perfected in my opinion, the open world. And I've said this I think every time I talk about it, but it's Ocarina of Time defined 3D. I don't want to say action role playing, not even role playing, just that genre. And then in this one, instead of defining it, it perfected everything that Skyrim tried to do, or Fallout, or any open world game. And it's so good. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been playing it a lot, and I still have yet to find anything wrong with the game. Not even a typo, and I love finding typos. But there is something I don't like about Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Some of the voice acting is real bad. Like, they don't know what commas are or full stops. They're just plowing right through their lines. I'm like, please slow down.
But I'm gonna go really fast and talk all of this again.
Like Daruk, the voice actor for Daruk, he just blows through his lines. I'm like, slow down, buddy.
You have to admit, it's not as bad as Far Cry 2.
I didn't play Far Cry 2.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, these voice actors aren't bad. They read their lines well. They just don't see the punctuation in these sentences. They're just like, and that's how we do it, Link. You got to save the princess. I'm like, there was a period there. Put a pause.
No, I'm gonna soldier through.
But that's the one thing I don't like about. But I mean, everything else I love about the game. So everyone's heard me gush about the game, so I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. We've all said the same thing. And here's where I'm gonna deviate from everywhere else.
Okay, we got a number 2 and a number 3 coming up.
Call of Duty World at War or World War II.
What?
Is gonna be my number 2.
You insane?
No, and listen to me.
Oh.
I know you're gonna disagree with me, and that's fine. This is this is my personal
I
list.
know, I know, but
Now I like Call of Duty. I've liked Call of Duty since probably before Modern Warfare. I want to say it was before Modern Warfare. And this one, it feels as good as the first ones did. Like, it plays really well. The guns work really well. The levels look really good. The level design is really nice. Just all the extra shit they've added in, it works really well. The game, it feels like they've perfected their section of first-person shooters. You know, you have a lot of different. You have like Overwatch. You have like PUBG or Arma, all those. And they all play different. They play, you know, theirs. They always feel weird. Like Battlefield feels weird. It doesn't feel that good, but Call of Duty right now feels really good to me, and I've been enjoying it. And then number 3.
Hold on. Question.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty World War II.
Yes.
That's what it's called. World War II.
Yeah. I keep saying World at War because I'm retarded. But it's World War II.
World at War was bad. World at War was bad.
Yeah, World at War was
no,
not good.
Call of Duty World War II. Does it have a single player campaign?
Yes.
I
haven't played it yet, but I have no doubt that it's going to be as stellar as any of the others.
Okay, because the things I remember from the original Call of Duty 1 and 2 were like some of the single player campaigns that I really enjoyed.
Were amazing.
Okay. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Okay, and number 3 is going to be Wolfenstein, the new Colossus.
Wolfenstein.
I can see that.
It's really, I haven't beaten it yet, so I'm just kind of like I'm barely into the game, but it plays so good. It's kind of like a throwback to the old like Doom and all those where it's you know, when you have games like you know, Call of Duty or all those, there's a lot of cover and tactical shooting. Just none of that. If you're doing that, you're dead. You're gonna suck because there's no cover. There's cover, but the people will just come behind you and kill you. The way you play the game is like you did in the old days. You just run and gun, just running through the level, both guns out, just blah 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 blah. It's so much fun.
So many games nowadays have gotten you into that, you know, hide behind cover or, you know, go in tactically. Yeah. Rather than run in, boom, 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 turn around, boom, 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 turn around, boom, boom, boom. You know. I guess that brings it back, huh?
Yeah. There's still like they try to incorporate stealth elements, and I think the first one did it better. But it's just like, what's the point? Because it's so hard to tell where the pathing is gonna go. Like for the enemies patrols, you're just kind of like wandering around, and next thing you know, the alarm goes off, and you turn around, there's a dude right behind you. Like, where did you come from? So it's pretty much just go loud and go fast. And the story is really cool. Well, it's interesting. I wouldn't say cool because nothing cool about Nazis. Except killing them.
It's an alternate. It's
an alternate universe.
It's an alternate universe
where we didn't win World War whatever 2.
Yeah.
We didn't win Call of Duty World War II. You got me saying World at War. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
All right.
But that's my list.
Okay.
Cool.
Then you're gonna love
Daniel's
this.
turn.
You're gonna love it. All right. I want to go backwards.
Okay.
I want to go backwards.
Okay.
I want to start at 3 just because I want some rage.
All right, number 3.
Number 3 is gonna be Cuphead.
Okay. I can see that. I was debating on Cuphead being my 3rd.
Cuphead.
Okay.
Man, I tell you what. As much as I cursed and screamed at that game when we played.
Yeah.
That was so damn cool.
Yeah, it's such a well-designed game.
The shooting mechanics felt great. it's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got something to it.
Yeah.
The kids you got stupid kids, and now they got to go beat up some adults who are everywhere.
Yeah.
So it was enough for me.
They're now mob enforcers.
Yeah. So now it's like, I'm gonna fuck a guy up. Here I come.
Yeah.
And then the animation of the game.
Yeah.
Using that 1920s Merry Melody style wibbly wobbly arms.
Yeah.
Oh, that sold it for me.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is how can you not? I mean, they hit everything out of the park.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the run and gun levels, but nonetheless, they're all cool. And there's only more to go that it gets so much better too. So that's my number 3. Cuphead. Nice touch.
Yeah.
I would love to see a second Cuphead. Really.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I would love to beat the first one. I just don't have that kind of patience.
All right, here's my number 2. Breath of the
You
Wild.
son of a bitch. I'm leaving.
Breath of the Wild is number 2.
Okay. Explain yourself.
I absolutely love the game, but I've never been a big fan of the Skyrim-esque model in games.
Right.
With what they did in Breath of the Wild, it was great. I was all about it, and I love everything that they've done about it, but it's never been the huge thing that appeals to me.
Right.
That huge open world, collect the loot, do all the things, there's certain open world games that will get me, and that's it.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Autos and Red Dead Redemptions.
Yeah.
That's it. So, anytime I ever tried to play any other open world game, I'd get bored.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I just kind of want some little bit of linearness to it. I mean, outside, I guess, Final Fantasies, but I always stayed the course in Final Fantasy. I never really left a place and go check out something else. There was point to point to point to point in Final Fantasies, but so that's why it's number 2.
Well, let me ask you before you move on, because I was actually wondering this while I was playing. What order did you take on the Divine Beast?
I went to the elephant, the Dodongo, the bird, and then camel.
What about you, Michael?
I ended up going camel first.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. It's on my Let's Play.
Okay.
On my Let's Play on YouTube. I don't have the full thing uploaded. I have it all recorded, but it's not like edited.
I would. Oh, sorry, I was gonna say. I will say I haven't watched it, and mainly because is when you started uploading it, I didn't want to spoil the game for me.
Right, same.
Fine.
So that's why I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah.
So the order that I went in was camel. Then I went Dodongo, elephant, bird.
Oh, you were all over the place.
Yeah, you made a big X.
I went very randomly. I was like, I can explore in this game and go wherever I want. I'm gonna do that. Like whenever I left the island, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here. Whenever I left the little beginner island thing on Breath of the Wild, when I left, I felt like the game told me to go to, Kakariko Village, and then Hateno Village and all that stuff, and I'm like, the game is making me feel like I need to go this direction. I don't. I want to go where I want to go. So I ended up just going opposite direction, and that's when I went to Gerudo Desert and did the camel. And I was like, holy crap. And then I was like, you know what? Like at first my plan was to unveil the map like from bottom left and go all the way to the right and then up. And then up,
God.
do that. That's what I was going to do originally. But I went down there, did the camel, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do... I see that mountain off there. I see Death Mountain way over there. I want to go over there. So I went to Death Mountain next. So I was playing the game how I wanted to play it, explore in any order that I wanted. And that's what made me extremely love the game, the fact that I was able to do it in any order that I wanted to.
Because I was wondering, because you mentioned having linearity. That's a new word. And I felt like it did, but it was extremely subtle. Like it doesn't tell you, go fight.
Guiding
Yeah,
hands.
it was just, it's very much subtle. It's just like,
Yeah.
You know, go to Kakariko Village because you need this part because this is kind of get the story moving. But then it's like, here are the 4 beasts. Deal with it. And it just felt like you want to hit these in counterclockwise order. And it's just going to help you out. Because it felt like the enemy progression went that way too. Like you start out and you go this way and they're all kind of easy to deal with. And you get to the harder. Until you get...
It's probably how the game was designed to go.
Yeah. I mean...
Do this way.
But at the same time, it didn't feel like it didn't feel like, hey, go this way. Because there's nothing I hate more in a game that tells me, do this thing, do this thing, do this thing. Just tell me what you need done and let me do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I felt like the game wanted me to do that, and it was okay for me to do that.
Like that, I guess that was more so me testing the game.
Tired of watching that?
Oh, okay. I was
For
saying
our
that was more.
viewers.
What are you doing?
Star Fox 64 is the main game. The game has just been on like sitting there for forever now. So
He's like, give me that damn controller.
like, here, I'm gonna play while we talk about this.
So I was just going to say that, I guess whenever I was doing my Let's Play, it was more so me testing the game's capabilities. Because, like you said, it felt like there was a guiding hand saying, here, go to Kakariko Village and do this and talk to this person and talk to this person. And now you can do this. And I was like, I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah.
I want to go this way, see what the game does. And sure enough, it let me do it. And I was like, okay, all right, fair enough.
I was kind of
So
the same way. Like I was headed to Kakariko, and then I was like, "Oh look, the Zora asked for help," so I just wandered off that way.
Mister, I have no armor.
I'm like gonna go fight Ganon Blight. Just
You can fight
three
Ganon
hearts.
with nothing.
I didn't care. I'll take that bitch down.
That's
I still get
I
one
went-
shot all the time. It sucks.
It's hilarious.
I have like
hold it on
14
go.
hearts now.
You're still getting your shit pushed
Yeah.
in.
So anyways, I just wanted to interrupt your play there.
That's all right. I understand.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we know you're number 2. Time
Number 2.
for your number 1.
Number 1 is, I know TJ's gonna be pissed about this, but it's Mario Odyssey.
Oh God.
Okay.
Now,
I don't disagree with you.
you're gonna throw a little tamper.
I'm not gonna.
Temper
I'm gonna throw a
tantrum.
tamper.
You're gonna throw a temper about it, temper tantrum about it. But I mean, look, I have so desperately wanted a Mario. I forgot how to boost, and I
That's,
just got nailed. I just threw a bomb.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have so desperately wanted an open world Mario game since which one was
Sunshine.
it? Yeah, Sunshine. Sorry, I could not think of Sunshine to say.
I knew exactly the last game you remembered that you really
Yes.
super enjoyed of
I
Mario.
loved Sunshine so hardcore.
I think Sunshine's still my favorite.
It's a really good game.
It's hard to decide between Odyssey and Sunshine right now. Don't ask me. Shut up.
But I mean, that's me. It's Odyssey mainly because I've desperately wanted this, and now Nintendo delivered, and here it is. Here is my open world Mario game, and it's really, really good.
It is good.
It is
It's
so
also-
good, except it only has one issue. And spoilers. Is in the Mushroom Kingdom. The goddamn moons are called moons.
Okay.
When they're shaped as stars.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I gotta bring it up again. We talked about this
Don't-
before in the Lost podcast.
TJ, don't.
They're not moon. I mean,
Don't.
they're moons. They're
Don't.
just called stars.
They're not called stars in the game, though.
I know, but they're moons in this game.
I'm out.
That is my only issue. That is the only
because-
and that says a lot.
But they gave you the sound.
Yeah, but it's not good enough.
But the ship couldn't
I don't
run,
get-
ship can't run on stars. It needs moons.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Stars
matter.
are planets. Moons are celestial bodies circling larger celestial bodies.
I'm gonna interrupt here and say it's also the first. I think it's also the first Mario game that after you beat it and has that fantastic ending cutscene.
so much
By
fun.
the way, it continues and says, "Here's more stuff to do."
Yes.
I think it's the first one to actually do that.
Yes, you can actually continue on and continue the story. Well, not really the story, but continue more levels.
Yeah.
They've got hidden levels out there.
Yes.
So
And here's the thing, Odyssey doesn't get hard until you beat the game. Until after you beat the game is when it gets hard.
I don't know. The last run with Bowser, okay, again, mega spoilers here, people. Stop right now.
Yeah.
Stop right now if you
If
have
you-
not finished Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Okay? I will give you half a second while I kill this boss. 1,000. 2,000. Okay, you've been warned. Okay, when you throw your hat at Bowser and take over Bowser to run through the damn walls and everything to escape,
Amazing.
holy shit,
It's
was
also-
that amazing!
It was also, I died so many times, and you're saying why? Because it wasn't hard.
I
But
didn't die a single time there.
Here's my thing though. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So like I could get all the way to the end, no problem, and then I would get to where you break the big lunar block. Couldn't do it. I'm falling through holes. I'm getting hit on the head. I'm like, what is happening? I suck so hard. And I think I died like 6 times. I was not having a good time. I was still having fun because one, that song is amazing. What is that song from? It's from something.
The theme in the song is Bowser's theme, the
Right,
battle
with lyrics,
theme in
yeah.
Mario 64. It's
Yeah.
the da da da
Yeah.
da da, that one.
And it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Then it has lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good song to just come up randomly.
Yeah,
you know?
like it was.
'Cause
I wasn't.
everybody knew about the Mario Odyssey song,
Yeah,
the Jump Up Superstar song,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah,
But that
It-
one came out of nowhere.
It was like surprise. Here's a
Yeah.
cool song.
so many good things about
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah.
In all the level creations, now granted there were a couple of levels that felt like they were a little bit rushed.
Yeah.
Every other level, or all the other levels, were just so freaking amazing.
There was more. There was some levels like the little short levels, like the Lost Kingdom, and the other one I forget what it was.
The Lost Kingdom felt rushed.
I wish they'd have done more to it, like just
Well, that's what I was saying.
expand
it
it a
felt
little
rushed.
bit.
There was a I liked all the different
Themes.
like inhabitants of
Oh
the
yeah,
world.
yeah.
I loved them. My favorite inhabitants of the mall are the robots because they just crack me up so much.
Yeah.
Like every time I saw them, especially at another spoiler, especially after the game when you beat it and you could see the robots in other worlds, they always cracked me up with things that they'd say, and those were like one of my favorites. But that being said, the Wooded Kingdom, as cool as it was just so weird.
It was weird.
dense. And
It
then,
was a mechanical, wooded world with robot inhabitants playing with the music was a 70s music playing in the background constantly. I was like, what the hell is this?
It was fun though.
Yeah, it was fun.
it was that's why it achieved Game of the Year for me. It just beat out Breath of the Wild. It did. In my opinion, it did.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Now,
That's a really good Game of the Year list. It's just too bad your opinion is wrong. No, I'm kidding.
here,
I'm
okay,
kidding. I'm
then
kidding.
all right, then let's do this.
No.
We have our personal preferences on Game of the Year here.
Well, if you average them out, Breath of the Wild.
I was gonna say let's build the VGBits Game of the Year list.
Okay.
Okay. So number 3, we had, what were the differences that we had?
all of us were different.
I know.
Yeah, number 3 it was.
We're gonna have to convince each
we'll
other.
say
Here. We had
Assassin's-
Cuphead,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Origins, and
Wolfenstein.
Oh shit.
Did you give
and
us a third?
Horizon,
And
Horizon
Horizon
Zero
Zero
Dawn.
Dawn.
Okay. So, guys, what?
I'm gonna say it's between. Personally, for me, it's between Assassin's Creed and Cuphead. Even though I haven't played Assassin's Creed, just from what I've seen of the game, it looks like they took their formula and fleshed it out, perfected it, and made it the best they could or can.
They did a really good job at fixing the game.
Yeah.
From what
I
they
can't-
screwed up in the past.
I can't make that decision because I have to play it in order for me to decide if it's a Game of the Year for me or not.
Now,
Or better than the others.
I would say Horizon Zero Dawn is really, really, really good. I haven't played it, but I've seen a lot of it. And the story in that game is super interesting. I could be convinced to give up Cuphead for Horizons Zero Dawn, but that's probably it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to what you were saying earlier. How you are not the kind of person to like those big open world. Go about and explore and do all these things. like Skyrim and stuff.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn has a lot of that.
Mm.
So that's something that you would probably be like, nope, I'm gonna go back to Cuphead.
But goddamn, does it look good? Just like I've only seen like little clips of it, and I'm just like, damn, that game looks good.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, just like,
When you play
It's
it,
a beautiful game.
if you guys decide to play it, like do it on a big like 4K TV and like just be like blown away by it.
Well, see, I was when they had it for sale for $20 not too long ago, and I missed out on the sale opportunity like an idiot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Guess I'll save Slippy.
VGBits has got you covered.
So again, like I said, I could be convinced to give it up and let Horizons take third, but that's me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay.
Horizons third?
Okay.
I could give Horizon third.
Michael, Horizons third?
Yeah.
All right, we have our third place. Now it's time for second place. What do we got? What do you think?
Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and Call of Duty, which I don't think anyone's gonna agree with me.
I hate the Call of Duty series so much. I really
haven't-
do. I can't help it.
I'll give it to Odyssey.
I'm
I can give it to Odyssey.
Michael?
I'm interested in like World War II to see if it's okay, but I'm just gonna give it to Odyssey, obviously, because I mean, even if I did play it, I don't think Call of Duty would win Game of the Year at all.
Okay. I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to get Mario Odyssey at number 1. It's just going to be impossible. So,
All right, so
I will say Odyssey at 2. And then I think we're unanimously agreement in number 1.
Yeah.
Well,
Breath of the
here's
Wild.
the thing. Here's the thing. At the Game of the Year like awards, when I watched them, of the two, Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, I didn't care which one won Game of the Year because they're both top notch.
Yeah.
For me. If Mario Odyssey won, I would have been like, fantastic. That's a fantastic game. It deserves it. Breath of the Wild is second for me or whatever, Or in this case, Breath of the Wild won, and I'm like, fantastic. It's the same exact response. Super Mario Odyssey is second.
Because I feel like Odyssey did the same thing as Breath of the Wild, where it took its genre and perfected it basically. Like, I mean, the same way when Super Mario 64 came out, it was the first one on that platform, and it just kind of defined like, this is how you play 3D platformers.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is like aiming for that goal, and then Odyssey comes out and they're like, this is how it should look now. And I think they did really well.
Yep. So there you have it, guys. The VGBits top 3 games of 2017. Breath of the Wild.
You gotta shoot his yellow thingies.
I'm shooting the yellow thingies. Give me a...
green things.
Yeah,
Breath
well,
of the
I'm
Wild.
shooting them in the middle. Leave me alone. Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and then we're going to go Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is our game of the year, and also our personal opinions on games. Well, shoot.
And
couldn't
you
get
guys
away.
can't argue because we're always right.
We're great, and you're not. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to lose out on this. So
I beat him on the first try.
I am not that good at this game.
I think we both played it. It's actually really easy now. I mean, this part's easy. Now, he'll flip over and you shoot his doors. You're good to go.
Okay, so let me pause this right quick. It's time for emails. If you want to have your voice heard on the VGBits BitCast, you can send your emails to bitcast, BITCAST, at VGBits.com. We will read them on the air, we promise, because you know what, guys? We have emails.
And it's not from one of us.
And it's not from one of us. Today, we have an email from Convergence Now,
Also known as Creed.
also known as Creed. He sends in an email with the subject title, email. I love that touch. Thanks, guy. If you guys could have one 8-bit era game remastered, what would it be and what company would do it?
That is a
What?
fantastic.
Beautiful question.
Yeah.
And I have been thinking about it all morning long.
I didn't know what the question was, so now I'm going to be stuck here thinking about it.
Well, here's the thing. Knowing it earlier did not help me because I
No,
still don't know.
I'll start it off because I actually did think about this quite a bit.
Okay.
And it was only one game that came to mind. and it was literally Super Mario Brothers 2.
Okay.
And I know it seems like I'm rehashing the same thing, but so I will change it, and I will not say Super Mario Brothers 2 for the sake of it being Mario, but Doki Doki Panic.
Okay.
Mainly because that game was so damn good.
It was a fantastic game.
Yeah.
So
I could agree with you there.
I would love to see Doki Doki Panic get a remake, and I would love to see Nintendo remake it. Mainly because I want to see it in a Mario Odyssey-esque style.
But would it be a remake or would it just be? Well, yeah, I guess it would be.
I've got one.
Well, I guess okay. So all right. So he said remastered, so it would be technically a remaster of the original. But
I guess we could for the sake. I think a reimagining would be okay. I moved way too far.
you think?
I think a reimagining would be okay because I would love to see like an Odyssey version of Super Mario or Doki Doki Panic.
Because that would be super interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There was the characters were really cool. If you've never seen Doki Doki Panic, go look it up right quick. It's a family that is basically going to try to save. I can't remember. I think they're trying to save the bees for some reason.
It's the happening.
It's happening.
Save the bees.
All I know is the level design of that game was so great.
I never played it, so I have no opinion.
The level design was great.
Yeah.
It was
Design,
imaginative.
Yeah,
Yes, the gameplay was great because then they had each character had a special attribute. Like the dad would be, it was Mario, so he was what he did. I don't think he really had anything super special about
He didn't
him.
really. Yeah, he didn't.
But then you'd have the mom, which was Peach, and she floated real far. And then Luigi was one of the was he the uncle? I think he was the uncle, if I remember correctly. And he, could squat and then high jump. And then they had the son, who was Toad, who could pick stuff up real fast and throw it.
Yeah.
So there was little quirks into it. So that's what I would say. I would say I want to see Doki Doki Panic remastered.
I agree with you there. That's a fantastic choice, I think.
Okay. Do either of you have an answer for this?
I do.
Oh,
I do have one.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
I thought of it, and I thought of like a bunch of like 8-bit era games that I loved, and I was like, which one? I was trying to think, and it's a tough decision between a couple of games. But I think I have one that I would absolutely love to see remastered or remade or whatever.
What would that be?
Crystalis.
Oh,
I would love to see Crystalis
Oh yeah.
completely remade.
Oh.
And if I had to choose a company, I guess it would be Square Enix or Atlas.
Man, could you imagine that?
Wouldn't that be awesome?
TJ,
I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right, Daniel?
Yeah, I mean, okay, TJ's looking at it with
I've never played
it.
He's never played Crystalis. Crystalis was really one of the early on open world, kind of open world RPG games.
Okay.
And it was it had a really good story behind it. You're a guy who got frozen and you come to the future and you are trying to stop evil in the land. The whole intro, they see like old towns being destroyed from back. It was like, what, 20XX is what it was said?
Yeah.
In the
it was
time
like
of
year
20XX.
Yeah.
So it's almost like Mega Man. 20XX. But no, 100%. I would love to see a new Crystalis. In fact, I had wrote an email a while back to who was it that made Crystalis?
I think it was SNK.
SNK, yes. I wrote an
SNK.
email to SNK because I was curious if they had ever thought about trying to bring it back. And then, of course, SNK is a completely different company than what they were in the past.
Yeah.
We make bicycles now. Fuck off.
Yeah. They ignored me 100%. I don't know who owns the license to Crystalis now, though.
Yeah.
But that's a fun game.
I think that would be my pick for 8-bit era being remastered. My second choice was to be like Maniac Mansion or something like that. So
I was thinking Maniac Mansion would be a good remake.
really,
Especially with today's kind of like Resident Evil style stuff.
Yeah.
Man, wouldn't that be really cool?
That would be. It would. I think. Who would do that though?
I was gonna say who are you gonna say would make that?
Who made?
Oh,
Telltale
you know what?
Games.
You know who
No,
would
don't do that.
you know who I think would do really good is whoever made Among the Sleep. I think they could make a really good version of Maniac Mansion. Just a 3D, just kind of explore spooky shit. I forget who made.
Let me find out.
Here's the thing. I don't know the company, and I never played the actual game, but there was a short homage to Maniac Mansion in this old indie game called The Catwoman or The Cat Lady.
Oh,
It was a 2D point and click adventure where you walked around as this cat lady. It was a very depressing, dark story, but there was one part in the game where you started walking through a kitchen, and the layout and items on the wall was exactly the same as Maniac Mansion. There was a chainsaw. There was a chainsaw on the wall. You walk through and you walk through the dining room after you get to the kitchen, all the way to the back room. And I was like, "That's a Maniac Mansion homage." I recognized it immediately. But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
that wasn't the one I was going to say, but I was thinking Maniac Mansion would be good.
Krillbite.
Krillbite, yes, they did a really, really great job, and would do on Maniac Mansion. So Krillbite,
Okay, so
if you're listening, that's not my thing though.
Oh, it's not.
No.
No.
Okay.
I
Oh,
would-
I
no.
thought that was your thing.
I was thinking of Maniac Mansion. Like when you'd first read me that question from Creed, I'd thought about Maniac Mansion. I figured you would say Maniac Mansion, but my thing would either be, and I was thinking Demolition Man. It's from the Super Nintendo, so not really 8-bit. Was Demolition Man, and I was thinking Bethesda could do a really good job with that. And it's based on the movie from the '90s with Stallone and what's her face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can't remember her name.
It was right there. She was in Miss Congeniality. Sandra Bullock.
Oh, that's right.
And Wesley Snipes. Super great movie. And Super NES game was okay. It wasn't good. It was fun though. But the one I want to go with is Chrono Cross or Chrono Trigger. I think it was Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
And I don't remember what system it was on. I think it was Super
Chrono Trigger
NES.
was on Super Nintendo. That's
Right.
the 16-bit era.
Listen, I'm going with that one because I didn't have a
So-
freaking Nintendo. But I say Chrono Trigger, and I think CD Projekt Red would do a really good job with it.
Man, could you imagine how much larger they would end up making Chrono Trigger?
It would be so good. And for anyone who doesn't know, they made The Witcher.
That's a long ass game.
That would be so. I would play it. I would love it. I think they would do it justice.
That'd be interesting.
You know how much fun it would be to go from like sword fighting and then poof, you're in the future, and then you do it. It's so good.
I'd be interested. To see
I want to see it. So now look for a 2020 release for. I love that I looked at my watch like there's a fucking calendar on.
I think you've killed Michael with that. He's just had a slack jawed face for a while. He has something to say.
No, I don't.
Are you not excited for the new Chrono Trigger?
No, it's not that. Just continue, please.
Well, actually, that's going to be the end of the podcast.
That is. We can't continue. We've reached the end.
We don't have to have a question of the day because we had an email.
Yeah.
So, again, if you want to be heard on the podcast, send your emails to bitcast@vgbits.com, bitcast@vgbits.com, and we will read it online. And all the things will be talked about, just like you just heard.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining again this week.
Yeah. It was a good time.
We had a wonderful Game of the Year podcast
Agreed.
with very interesting lists.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I brought Call of Duty.
Twitch. No, I'm kidding.
I love that Twitch.
So this has been the BitCast for Saturday, December the 16th, episode 12, Game of the Year edition. Thank you for joining us, everybody, and goodbye. Bye.